Nick, I went to college, you went to college. Remember what it was like to be in college?
Yeah.
We were in no position to start a race team, unlike these kids at Sierra College. So, fueled by ramen and pure determination, these kids were able to transform a neglected 2002 Mini Cooper from a squirrel incubator to a finely tuned race-ready-ish machine in a matter of 5 months. Not exactly a typical race car origin story, but who has said anything had to be conventional?
So you're a college kid. How do you find the funds for a race car when you've already spent your last few pennies on textbooks, pizza, a 12-inch vinyl record of Dark Side of the Moon, and a VHS copy of Wizard of Oz so you can smoke some dope and try to link them up?
Despite the fact a large percentage of Lenin's staffers attended UC Santa Cruz, we do not endorse the use of narcotics.
Well, you go into the forest and pray to the squirrel gods. Why the squirrel gods? Well, in July of 2023, the students found in the forest a Mini that was infested with squirrels, and it was disintegrating into the ground cover. It was a lawn ornament, but the price was right.
Right!
The Mini was in the forest because the original engine had developed rod knock, so they pooled their money and went to the pick and pull and got a $350 replacement. Word got out about this little student project, and some people donated money, free parts, vinyl graphics, even their time. They got some help from Great Lemons folks like Owen of Swamp Turkey and Renee of Hulk Smash.
I probably should not have associated myself with them.
And they started assembling the puzzle. The whole build process, don't ask how long it took.
Forever.
After completely swapping out an all-new engine, installing the roll cage, and all of the other required Lemon safety gear, this squirrel-infested relic was finally resurrected. They take it out for a test drive, put the pedal to the metal, and much to the chagrin of everyone else, their top speed was like 55 miles an hour. But their verdict? Ready for lemons.
They proudly christened themselves Notta Miata and made their debut at Sonoma in 2023. It was kind of only after they showed up at the track that realized all their attention had been focused on the car, and they hadn't really prepared the drivers at all. Some of the team members were still learning how to operate a stick shift in the paddock during the race. That kind of became a problem when the starter went out because bump starting was a 200 level class and they just hadn't gotten there yet.
Once they finally got on track, the whole stick shift bump starting thing was completely solved, and they understeered straight into a concrete wall.
Allegedly.
Now, unfortunately, when this car was originally designed by the Germans, for the record, a complete ton of crucial components were crammed into the 3-inch space immediately behind the front bumper so that they were the first thing to impact the concrete wall. Now, they had a parts car. It turns out that 20-year-old Minis full of squirrels are kinda everywhere, so they took suspension components from that car, started to put them on the race car, but then they realized, oh man, we're gonna need to swap the entire motor, the entire subframe, everything was just all connected. Sadly, they knew that they weren't gonna get their race car back on track at that event. Did they go home?
They did not.
So even though their own car was dead, in the true spirit of Lemons, they stuck around to help multiple other teams fix their cars. Kind of the perfect embodiment of the type of community we're always trying to foster in Lemons, and in recognition of their camaraderie, we awarded them the Heroic Fix Trophy.
And after that triumph of sorts, they looked ahead to their next race at Thunderhill. Now, they had plenty of time to fix the car before that, but here's the thing about college students. If you have a final coming up for Intro to Film Studies, you're gonna wait until like 2 days before to go watch Citizen Kane at 8½. So that's exactly what Sierra College did. They waited until the last minute to fix all of the issues the car had, and amazingly, they got it running just in time to take the green flag at Thunderhill.
And after taking that green flag, they were on the track and immediately blew a head gasket. But not to worry. At this point, they were becoming seasoned racers who had crammed in all of this knowledge, and they had it replaced by the end of the day.
Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know the story of Erica Snow. She is a member of this team, and she has taken a bunch of welding classes at Sierra College. She brings all of her welding gear to Lemons races and offers her assistance to other teams.
Erica wandered the paddock with a sign that literally said, "Will weld for food," hanging around her neck. Several teams took her up on it, and she kept them on the track or put them back on the track. It was like 6 or 7 teams. We had to acknowledge her efforts, and Erica, for this, became the first ever individual to receive our top award, the Index of Affluency.
Is Erica Snow?
Now, amazingly, we mentioned Erica and the IOE in our wrap-up video for that race, and it caught the attention of the wife of the governor of California, who did a site visit at Sierra College. And the first thing she did when she showed up was say, "Hey, I want to meet that welder that fixed all those race cars and won that prestigious award," which, hey, the Index of Affluency, it's prestigious. Now, Erica herself has remained incredibly humble through her sudden rise to fame, and she's hopeful that her story will inspire other women, other young people to explore their interests in automotive and technical fields.
The whole Notta Miata team from Sierra College has also received its fair share of well-wishing. Lots of teams who want to contribute to their success. They recently got a supercharged R53 Mini that a local repair shop had gifted them. Turns out they are just sitting around for free if you know who to ask, and we're sure they're going to have it ready for the next race. You know, surely they're not cramming that one into the last minute.
Look, all of this is just to say, if a bunch of college kids can successfully fabricate and run an old-ass squirrel-infested Mini in an endurance race, why can't you?
Hey guys, how'd you manage to pass tech the first time with a brand new car? Read the flippin' rules!
Every second you don't subscribe or watch one of these videos, another Vega is sent to the crusher. Won't you help us save Classic?